Last week, the entrepreneurs had to reach for the stars when Ezra and the board challenged them to revamp the image of the Johannesburg Planetarium. Paul Kim, the blue chip, got to pick his own team for the challenge. Sebenzile and Bongani from the green team both came up for review. Ezra and his board felt that Bongani did not show any leadership and missed the mark and his chance at the big break.
Bongani, I'm sorry you have to leave us.
Meanwhile, Graham from the orange team shone in the challenge and the judges named him the blue chip. 9 entrepreneurs are left, all desperate for a shot at that incredible grand prize, a 5 million rand investment into their business. But only one of them can be the winner of the big break.
Business ideas and opportunities are everywhere, but it takes a certain kind of person to spot them. It takes an entrepreneur, someone who can recognize an opportunity and turn it into a successful business. South Africa needs world-class entrepreneurs. The Big Break Legacy is going to find one. From thousands of hopefuls, 12 of the country's finest entrepreneurs made it through. From all walks of life, from all parts of the country, all with one thing in common: the drive and ambition to convince our 4 board members that they should be the winner of the 5 million rand investment prize. The Big Break Legacy.
Starting a business is like going on a journey. It's not enough to know where you want to start. You also have to know where you're going and exactly how you intend to get there. That plan is called a business strategy. And this week, the entrepreneurs will find out how important strategy is in business. I'm Masachaba Lekalake. Welcome to the Big Break Legacy. This week's entrepreneurial skill, strategy development.
Morning, guys. A special warm welcome to Wendy. Wendy, thank you for coming back. We missed you.
Thank you, that's great.
Your task today requires of you to think a little bit more like entrepreneurs. Your task is to set up a pop-up store at the Beyers Naudé Square downtown in Joburg. It's a banking district. I require of you to demonstrate innovation and creativity. You decide how that store needs to look like. But of course, it has to be informed by some research. Go and develop a complete business strategy that's informed by your research, and then implement that strategy. You'll be measured on 4 things in this challenge. 1, development of the strategy in response to the research. 2, implementation of that strategy. 3, it's the look and feel of your pop-up store. 4, it's the sales. How many sales or how much sales you generated through that. Of course, we're not sending you out. As usual, we give you the resources. And the resources today include some information on pop-up stores. So there's lots of information that you can actually go through. There's a strategy evaluation worksheet to assist you to develop a strategy. We're giving each team 5,000 rands as your budget. Each team would have a Chevrolet utility car. You also have a fundi. Our fundi is Alexia Walker, who is a brand activation and marketing specialist. She's assisted phenomenal brands to set up pop-up stores, to activate brands. The team that's going to be working with the blue chip has got 3 questions. The other guys are limited to only 2 questions. So think about the questions that you want to ask Alexia.
What is it that you'll be selling?
You need to go and do research and identify what the need is. Then you decide what you're going to sell.
So the 5,000 rand is to buy stock and make the pop-up board?
However you use the 5,000 rands is up to you. The blue chip from last week, Ram, come forward.
Thanks very much.
Congratulations on being the blue chip.
Thank you very much.
You do realize what that status attracts, eh?
Well, I've got immunity.
You will have a luxury of an extra team member, so you will be in a team of 5 people as opposed to 4. You also get to select your team members out of a hat.
Ah, okay. Very interesting.
So I need you to pull 4 names.
So, Fundo, Paul, Abumile. Lebohang.
What color is your team?
I'd like to take the orange team. I haven't done the numbers on what the chances are of pulling exactly the team that you chose, but I think it's a pretty small percentage.
Having that experience of what Macy is, I didn't want to work in her team because of how she morally puts people down.
When you come back from your location visit, go to your think tanks and prepare for your presentation or your plan.
Before the contestants can figure out where they're going, they need to know where they're starting from. Both teams will hit the streets of the Jozi banking district. The teams will have to hit the ground running. They don't have a lot of time to figure out what the people here want and how they're going to give it to them.
When we went to the street, we felt very positive as a team. Like we all can talk to strangers, we can all find out, and what everyone was inclining towards was food or drink.
Ama-chips amazamba norwama lauk fry. Lama-chips.
Ama-burger, ama-hot dogs, nyana ngawashap.
What do you think will attract people?
Like ama-rolls, hot dogs.
Ama-rolls, hot dogs, yeah.
What is very interesting, everyone is telling me food and drink works like a charm.
You kind of go into town, you walk around, you see what are people buying. They're buying food, and then you think, okay, well, let's tap into that market.
Food, glorious food seems to be the order of the day. But could it really be that simple?
They've got cooked meals in the building.
And there's thousands of employees in there, but they said that they get all the meal and the food things from there.
Or nice breakfast at good prices.
For them, eh?
Yeah.
What is different about us?
It must be the...
I think it's the package as well.
The packaging
It's a package deal, yeah? 15 Rand, quarter, chips and juice.
Yeah.
From the bustle of busy city streets to the boardroom, by now the teams should have some idea of the kind of pop-up store they want to put on the street. But ideas aren't everything. If they want to impress Ezra and the board, they'll have to figure out what their strategy is and how they will implement it.
Most people, they don't have food. People who were passing by there, they were complaining about drinks, they are thirsty.
The minute I discovered that I was in Macy's group, my idea was give her a chance to talk first, then move on to Bolelwa, then move on to Sibenzile, and then I'll have a chance to talk. But that system didn't work.
No, I'm not pressurizing you, I'm just saying be considerate.
You know what it is?
Be considerate so that you all
singled out last
talk.
time because you work as an individual and you're not giving everyone in the team a chance. This is why you come up with ideas, we write your ideas. Bulelwa comes up with ideas, we write the ideas. Sibenzile announced myself, but I want Sibenzile to feel comfortable that she's contributed her part. So you interrupting her is quite rude on your part because you are stopping her from being an entrepreneur.
Looking at someone who's your competitor trying to shut down what you're coming up with, it's not a good feeling at all. It's give each other a chance. It's like you're discussing alone. It's fine, you can discuss.
No, you can add in, but I'm just afraid you mentioned
while she's talking. I can't talk while she's talking.
Okay, what would you like to say?
I'm saying let her finish, but let her not be too long. Eh?
Basically, she just wanted to speak all the time. She didn't want to give anyone else a chance except for herself.
It shows the entrepreneurial skills that you have, guys.
I'm going to look in the mirror before you make a comment like that, okay? Because people in glass houses shouldn't throw stones.
In business, let me tell you this. In business, you tolerate other people. You listen to other people's
Let me write that down here. You tolerate people. Let me write down that. Okay? Tolerate people and their opinions and their ideas, okay? And my opinion about you is that you do pull those over people because you want to be heard, you like the camera, you like the attention.
The green team's dynamic seems to have completely broken down. The orange team keeps its eye on the ball.
So now we can actually render brand activation for them by bringing them outside on the day.
Let's not introduce a number of products. Let's actually test the market through one brand.
The guys who are busy walking around, we're going to collect with the music or entertainment or whatever to bring them closer to us.
So 2 guys figuring out the sourcing and assembly of the product, 1 person thinking about the design of the actual brand and the advertising, another person figuring out the point of sale, how we'll actually make things work at the site, another person thinking about the promotion. So
the teams know when they have 1 minute left to brainstorm when the lights on the think tanks begin to pulse.
No, thank you guys. I know where I stand. I'm not supposed to be with you. You're not interested to involve me in the edit discussion.
Okay,
but I've got my friends.
That's your opinion.
It's fine.
Before the the teams can put their plans into place, they'll have to convince Ezra and the board that they've thought it through. Each team will only have 1 minute to present their idea.
Who's going to present your plan?
I'm presenting.
Please take a stand.
Thank you, Ezra.
You have 1 minute, starting now.
Thank you. Fill me up, quench my thirst for 15 rand or less. This is the opportunity or need we have identified in the Johannesburg CBD. Monati Fela. So nice. Our goal is to provide a vibrant, compelling product at a positive price point, backed by an entertaining promotional approach. Our team, Team Orange, is looking to focus on product, design, point of sale, as well as the promotions that we're going to push. That is, fill me up, quench my thirst. Monati Fela. This is our goal. Thank you.
Okay. What you are presenting as a plan,
Right.
an innovative and a creative plan,
Right.
is a presentation of a Boerewors rol.
Pop-up store, yes.
Is that it?
We have to sell something that people already have money in their pocket for. It's not a high-income target market that we're going to be dealing with in the CBD.
This is a glorified Shisa Nyama. You know, if I have to buy Boerewors roll, I don't care really about the experience. What is your USP?
It's a Boerewors roll with a Coke. It's a combo.
How is this innovative? I'd just like to understand how, yes.
That's the entertainment, that's the look and feel, that's the aroma. That's why we chose the Boerewors roll.
It doesn't strike me as an innovative solution.
I'm afraid it's time to go back, guys.
Thanks. Okay.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Monati Fela. I like the slogan.
After the Orange team's 1 minute presentation, no matter how you dress up a Boerewors roll, it's still a Boerewors roll.
To be honest, I probably didn't really get it right from the start. You know, we obviously embarrassed ourselves in front of the judges by talking about Boerewors stands.
I just feel that they were not innovative enough. They were not creative enough. I don't know what your thoughts are. What do you think, Wendy?
Part of being an entrepreneur, as they would have learned with the first challenge when we sent them to the market, is that to become a successful entrepreneur, you have to set yourself apart.
Two blue chips. I expected more creativity, more innovation, and selling Boerewors rolls, competing with other restaurants and food outlets is just nonsensical.
The shortcoming that has been highlighted by this team's presentation highlights a core problem that we face in this country, where you have, say, retail shops, you know, entrepreneurs thinking they know what the consumer wants.
Yeah.
Whereas it should be the other way around. Find out what the consumer wants and then deliver.
Hello, guys. Take it that you understand your challenge. Is that correct? I see that you are going to be presenting the plan, Bulelwa.
Yes, that's correct.
You've got a minute, starting from now. Please go.
Okay. As we went down to the Beyers Naudé Square, we did find that there is less traffic to the square. And in other way, for ourselves as a team, we decided that we're going to provide a DJ who is going to be the person to bring more traffic. And we find that to the existing stands that are around, there is no visibility. Then for us to come across that, we decided we're going to do our stand, branding it in a colorful way, make it easy for people to see it and identify it. And what we find out from the research we done to the people, that people are complaining of there is no shady seats. So we're going to make sure we provide like some umbrellas and some seats for the people who's going to come and sit to our stand. And the product that people will find out they're complaining about, because people there, they're selling the same thing, like clothing, shoes, and that. So we decided to come out with the food products, which we're gonna do like takeaways, like Boerewors, mealies, do 1 pack with cutted mealies and Boerewors in 1 pack, and provide cold drinks. But cold drinks or coffee, it's gonna depend to the weather. What will be the weather will be tomorrow on the day of the task.
All right, guys, time is up. I didn't get what it is that you're going to do. You're setting up a stall to sell fruit, Boerewors, mealies, coffee.
Sorry, she meant to say food, not fruit.
So it's food.
Food. Yes.
So it's a food stall. Is that what it is? You're playing it safe in your presentation to us. because you realized that the food thing that would not go down
Well, it was very evident that each person we asked was looking for food and drinks.
What is this fascination with food?
It's true. What really is this
Why can't you
fascination?
be innovative and think of something else?
Guys, you need to go back and apply yourselves. You need to go and think.
And work as a team.
I would like to add one thing. You know, there's one particular member that is making themselves avoiding the team and engaging with the team. So the team.
I don't like that. I don't want to hear about
We don't
that.
want to hear that.
And
I don't want to hear about that, Sean.
Maybe we need to go back, make sure that we work as a team and give each other equal chances to come up with the ideas.
I'm very disappointed to hear that you're not working as a team.
The whole idea of working as a team is to tap into each other so that you can come up with the best solution.
Yeah, please go plan, go back and think about the challenge, apply yourselves. I'm expecting to see innovative and creative ideas coming out of this.
After the Green Team's 1-minute presentation, the judges are not impressed with the team dynamic. Let's hope it improves.
We're so confident in what we do in our own businesses that when we think we come up with the first idea, it's fantastic and we want to stick with it. And then they shoot us down, we walk out and we're just so emotionally drained because basically our ideas are uncreative or uninnovative. So we had to go back to the thinking boards, start from scratch again.
I don't know. What is this fascination about food?
It suggests to me that our aspirations are very mediocre. You know, that we just don't have the capacity to think of the impossible, to think big.
Successful entrepreneurs understand their team, and they didn't take the time to understand each other. And from the beginning, if you look at the way they deliberated, everybody had their own idea and they went in their own direction.
It really highlights the size of the challenge that we faced with in terms of kind of demystifying entrepreneurship. You know what I mean? Because you would think that getting to this level, at the top 12 level, these are seasoned entrepreneurs or at least have huge potential to be successful entrepreneurs. And if that doesn't play itself out, then there's a problem.
We sat down as a team trying to come up with better ideas. And it was like a bit rough and difficult and fighting because everybody wants to be heard. Even if you not agree with the idea, you have to accept it and go with it.
Hey guys.
Hi, how's it going?
Let me put you on.
Good, how are you going?
Put you on speaker. I just want-
Honestly, after that presentation was quite a shocker because basically it took all our ideas and went, there's the trash, start again.
So they hated it.
Body language, yes, they hated it. They were interested in a few of our ideas.
But it seems that you failed to impress the judges because you failed to work as a team.
Macy has felt uncomfortable because I haven't, in her mind, given her enough time to speak and put her ideas across, and she got a bit upset with us and taken it very personally and put herself away from the team and not getting herself involved. Her attitude is like, I'll do whatever you want me to do, which is not really a team player. That's just more like a, I'm just giving up and this is me.
Macy, is this true?
I'm asking that to Maschaba. Maschaba, you know what? Are we here to concentrate on the task? And once we start pushing our personal agendas, we won't achieve anything.
When he said we are doing a glorified Chisanyam, I said, I mean, really, I don't think that's what this show is about.
There's a product mix, there's a bit of decision making involved in the process, and you can have it the way you like it.
And then how about we set up like a little
Hello
tent?
guys. Sorry to disturb your brainstorming session here. So how did it go in the presentation?
I thought we got killed. Yeah. We positioned our plan very much around like what can we actually reliably do on the day that isn't some crazy out there way out strategy where we'll actually make 4 sales. We thought what market can we actually reliably tap into? And then I suppose the judges thought that was very boring.
So I guess now you need to go back to the drawing board and perhaps try and strike a balance.
Pretty much.
Okay, well, I'm going to leave you to it. Let's not waste any more precious time.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. Both teams struggled to come up with innovative ideas. Well, let's hope inspiration hits overnight.
We tried to come up with ideas, nothing really came. And I said, guys, let's go home. Tonight, something will happen.
A brand new day and brand new ideas. The teams arrive at the workshop with no time to waste. Both teams get to work.
That evening, when we got home, after we had the whole confrontation with all of us, I sat down and thinking, okay, so for me, flowers is the best. Our stand's name is called Love Flowers. Okay. I was thinking originally we had basically like a bulb when it starts off with, and then the bulb open up when we start selling.
Okay, that's ambitious.
But because we're going to go something like this.
He insisted that he wanted to make that flower kind of a thing, a leaf. And I said, Sean, that place is open. We need to make sure that this thing is not going to fly with the air. It's still the wind. Because of the wind, that place is too open in the first place. And our pole as well.
Well, this is why I do know for structurally that a triangle is much stronger. Metal hinges. I'm happy.
I think we've done this 3 times now. It's fine, let's go, guys.
I said, let's bring international brands to Beyers Naudé Square. Bring them in at very good prices.
Lebo came up with the idea of bringing in shoes, specifically, but the whole theme being bringing upscale fashion to Beyers Naudé Square. Right. Sounds into the CBD.
I think we were operating at this level when we should have been over here.
We originally wanted to do a cube, but we thought that given their expenses, we just do one stand.
Yes.
Stand, 2 options for that. One is this way, like this, but the centerpiece being the length, the 2.4 across there, or it just being 3 doors basically next to each other with a bit of cover at the top.
3 panels and a roof.
With our 2 teams freshly inspired, they call for assistance from our Fundi, Alexia Walker.
We're actually creating a flower stand, and our stand is called Love Flowers. So we got flowers, but we also got Valentine's Day because it's the 1st of February and it's going to be relevant because it's happening in 2 weeks, so people can start becoming more aware.
Okay, then I think it's quite a strong proposition. I think that, maybe it's a little bit far off Valentine's Day.
Fine. The idea
is strong.
Alexia, what we're looking to do is to bring Sentin to the CBD at Beyers Naudé Square with fashion retail pop-up store.
That seems to be quite a powerful idea. It means that could be in line with the idea of pop-up, which is about also convenience.
I think it's positive. I think it's positive. We should use that as steam to push this thing forward.
What we've done is to make it lightweight. We've cut out polystyrene for these bits on the side here. And on this side, we're going to make a triangular wooden bit out of plywood.
Team Green, with their attempt at recreating an umbrella structure, are finding that mechanical engineering is a little more complex than throwing a couple of things together.
I'm seeing a progress now. I'm excited. Yesterday, I felt like my brain will fall down, when we were trying to brainstorm and whatever. But I think we're getting there.
Team Orange have approached their task with pretty good due diligence on materials and what the material can handle and how what it's good for. And I'm liking what's coming out there. It's looking very good.
The teams have 1 day to get their pop-up stands fully functional. Each team decides to split up. Macy and Sebenzile go to the nursery to collect plants and colorful flowers.
This I will do it for you at least 20%. So you're looking at 72 Rand less 20.
72 Rand less 20, so that's 52 Rand.
Yeah.
While Bulelwa collects material for their flower store.
I'm looking for a fabric, a white fabric material, and if it's the length 2.4 meters by 5 meters. Can you have that for me in stock?
Yeah, I can, definitely.
You can. Okay.
Literally, the plan was Lebo and I were going to go to Sandton City, talk to people we didn't know, get them to give us tens of thousands of rands of stock on consignment that we could sell at an 80% discount.
We'll give them about 100 pairs of ladies, very reduced price, so that they can do whatever they had to do, and about 30, 40 men's.
Fortunately for the guys, they got all the stock on consignment, which means they only have to pay for what they sell. With their hands full of high fashion goodies,
I'm happy. This is it, eh?
the Orange team can't wait to get the word out on the streets.
We are starting at 8 o'clock, 1 o'clock, the shop is closed.
Mamela, it's a shoe sale.
It's a clearance sale of up to 80%. Any goods you can think of.
From 8 o'clock till 1 o'clock.
It's the end of the day. Let's hope both teams have achieved their objectives. As the third day dawns, the teams arrive to put the finishing touches on their pop-up stores. And there's not much time before they have to rush out to Beyers Naudé Square.
We're part of Socrates Shoe Shop. And yesterday morning, in walked Graham and Labo and invited us to be part of this exciting adventure today. And so we're part of the Orange team.
The Orange team immediately set up their pop-up stand and get their high fashion to the streets. The Green team seems to be running a bit behind, but this does not stop Macy from opening up shop.
Dumela ausi, Ronaldo Rose is mo sailing. From 8 o'clock to 1, wa lose more ratamai.
Sean.
Beautiful roses, you can put them in your office desk.
Okay.
We've got a fantastic stand. Our products are different, so it's looking good. At the moment, we just got to fix the hearts on top because it looks a bit tacky. Other than that, we're ready to go.
It took them a while to get going, but they seem to be back on track.
We're getting there. Getting there. Moving slowly but surely. Getting there.
The Orange team are in full swing as people begin to stream in.
I was very confident when I saw the feel when we got there about the shoes, because as we were unpacking, people wanted to buy. And we didn't even manage to start putting things on the pop-up stand. And people were buying, and I said, guys, let's try to put more stock on the pop-up stand.
This lady has taste. She's got taste.
Apart from that, we will actually bring 2,000 rands of free fashion today.
You know, face-to-face selling and hustling isn't my strongest point, but even for me, it wasn't very difficult to find people to send that way. For a guy like Lebo, it's like shooting fish in a barrel, you know, it's just too easy.
You can see everybody. Like this lady, we saw her yesterday here. We gave her the pamphlet, we said she must bring friends, and there she is, she's with 5 friends.
The Green team are desperately trying to get their sales started.
My 50 rand ngai share must keep in.
But no one seems to be interested. It's going to be a long day for the Green team.
Roses for sale for a few hours. Ninjan Baba. Send some rose Baba.
I'd like to start off with these prices. As the day gets later and the stock is not selling, then we'll bring the prices down. Would you like to buy one? Not today. Okay. All right, maybe another day. Thank you.
At least for now, within 30 minutes, I've sold 3 flowers. Yeah, I'm surprised because even the bus driver could stop and buy a flower.
Over at the Orange team, they seem to have no problem with sales. It was smooth selling all the way.
80% off high fashion is a great offer. So if you go up to an office worker and you say, hi, those are beautiful shoes. By the way, you could get something similar for 200 rand if you walk 3 minutes this way. It's actually quite not a hard sell.
Angiti Mama Miriam. This is for work, then also when you go to church, Mama Miriam. Okay.
If someone robs me, well, they have to take me with them. So.
The feeling was good, because by 9 o'clock, we had already made 5,000 rands. Wedges are in lately, do you know that?
I do.
Yeah, I've got beautiful,
How much is this one?
It's 250, everything 250.
The Orange team's items were selling like hotcakes.
It's going crazy. We just got new stock. It's around 11:30, I think. And there's a queue of people waiting to get their awesome shoes.
It's 1,500 each normally.
I mean, don't speak nonsense. I'll take it one and a black one.
Yo, when I looked over to the Orange team stand, yo, that was painful. I don't want to lie. Those were the longest 5 hours of my life.
It was like a moment of glory where we got the roof up and standing nicely. We got the tilts there, and then I'm turning around to see if I can sell to a customer, and I feel this wind, and I'm like, oh, it's fine. Next thing I hear, the thing collapse.
You see what I was talking about the wind. How can you fix it?
I don't remember you ever mentioning about the wind. I can't really fix it. Right now, we just have to make do. Didn't think about that the wind would literally carry it. I suppose it was a design flaw. I mean, I did come up with the stand itself.
I've just arrived at the Beyers Naudé Square. We're literally in the heart of Johannesburg City. As you can see, we're surrounded by the most beautiful buildings. Our two teams have set up their pop-up stalls, and the orange team, looks like the orange team is selling shoes, accessories, clothing. Their stall is really buzzing. I can't wait to see what they've got going there. The green team, which is right in front of me over here, is selling plants. And let's go talk to them to find out how they're both doing. Doesn't look like there's a lot of excitement going on over there.
I sold 2 herbs, pot plant herbs, 2 sets of pens and 1 diary. And most people are meeting them. Some of them at work, like they're going back to offices, they don't have money. They are promising that they will come back before lunch, which I hope that could be possible.
Hey, buddy. Hello, everybody.
Hi, how's it going?
Good, good, good. How's it going with you?
I'm cool. Would you like to buy some roses?
That looks beautiful. How much are you selling for?
So they're selling at the moment for 40 Rand or
Yeah.
2 for 70.
Okay.
The stand looks good. I must say I had a bit of a flop earlier on. The roof at the back there, that basically fell off.
Oh no!
From the wind, I just didn't think of the flaw of wind pushing over and it.
So I was actually going to ask you because your stall is not as visible as the orange team stall.
Right now. So
I can see it from very far.
I won't say it has been a challenge. It's just been a learning experience.
Well done on the learning curve. Lebo is such a hustler. He even tried to hustle me.
How many pairs are you buying? 4 pairs? I mean, if you buy 4 pairs, you're looking at 1,000 rands. You're saving 5,000 rands.
That's also very true. I could have spent that 1,000 Rand on 1 pair of shoes if I'd gone to the shop.
Now you'd rather buy 4 pairs for 1,000 rands. We call it like it's a wise buy.
There's a vibe. Customers are enjoying themselves.
Yeah.
We're making some money. So
How did you attract all these people to your stall?
Hustling, phoning pamphlets. I literally took people by hand from the streets and walked them here and catch them as they walk past.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the other guys here are bigger hustlers than me, but we're all trying to do our part.
You had come to the conclusion that the people in Joburg City would not be able to afford more than a Worstroll.
Yeah.
Now you've gone for high-end fashion.
Yeah.
Why the switch, and how did that come about?
At some point, Lebo came up with the offer. Why don't we do discounted shoes, good quality discounted shoes, available right here in the CBD. And then we went with that. And then this is the experience that we're trying to create. We're bringing Sandton to the city.
Ezra and the board members arrived to see how the two teams are getting along. The green team has not only lost its canopy, but also their energy and enthusiasm.
How's it going, Bulelwa?
I'm trying as much as I can.
Bulelwa didn't seem to be trying as much as she was trying to avoid the action and the team.
How are we? How are we doing?
We're growing.
On the ground.
We're growing.
So you all bought into this option?
It was yesterday morning on the trip from the house to Special FX. We all decided on what the stand was going to be.
Myself and Macy were the ones who went and bought this plant, so I'm surprised now if she's saying she doesn't know anything about it.
You ended up not talking to me right in front of the cameras when we left.
How did that feel that they were not talking to you?
You know, Wendy, I'm here to work. I told them I don't care whether I work with Sean or with any other person in the other group. I'm here to work and I'll give it my all. I won't be distracted. That's the only thing and I'm here to rise above the challenges.
Let's rather put the knowledge we have into action. Because we obviously come from various backgrounds and various perspectives. And that's really not what we're looking for. We're looking at tapping into the knowledge and the experience that each one of you have to make the best of the task. Come on, Macy, hug Sean, man.
No, I can shake a hand.
No, Sean, just hug each other, man, and make peace.
I'm always at peace with them, they know that.
No, you're not.
I am. I believe that if me and Sean can make peace, off cameras, that would be better. It's not about cameras, it's about realizing that we have hurt each other, and you don't need to do it for cameras or for judges.
Back at the orange team, it was still sell, sell, sell.
Welcome to Invoke.
Is that the name of the
stall,
pop-up
of our stall.
Okay.
We are selling shoes from Brazil. We are selling shoes from European countries, and then we got shirts from Germany.
Wow.
Beautiful shirts. We got shoes for a very good price at Socrati, and then we got shirts at Exceptions for a very good price, and we are selling them less 80%. The big break is about innovation. It's about entrepreneurship.
So you got it.
We got innovation.
I hope someone who watches the show is inspired to actually set something like that up, because you could actually do a lot more turnover if you did more marketing for a couple of days before, and once it built its own brand and momentum. So I think there's no reason why someone shouldn't set up a monthly or bi-monthly business like that that turns 50 to 100 grand in a day.
We've closed. Now we're packing
Not
stuff away.
beyond this time.
All right.
Okay, guys. All right. Thanks.
Thank you.
Even after settling their consignment items, the orange team is sure to make a handsome profit.
It's pretty close between having a massive day and having a nowhere day. Just that one idea can switch you over, and I think they just hadn't iterated enough to get to that point where they had a killer offer. You know, they were maybe 2 or 3 steps short of that.
We made a loss of 2,600. I mean, that on top of that was just the nail in the coffin that said, okay, we're losing this challenge.
And they're done. But they can't just go home and celebrate. They'll have to head back to the headquarters and face the board. This just goes to prove that with some innovation and good old-fashioned hustling, you're well on your way to success. The board members head off into the soundproof review room to watch and discuss the team members at work. The entrepreneurs can only watch and wait nervously for the board's judgment.
The minute you go to the elimination room, either you're going to win or lose.
This is definitely the most relaxed I felt in that room.
As a leader, I'd failed, the stand had failed, the design of the stand had failed. We sold 2,600 compared to the 36,000 that the other team had won.
Well, if you look at the two teams, the orange team was by far superior. The look and feel was brilliant.
They were able to formulate a strategy which obviously came as a result of reformulating the initial strategy, which we had criticized, because we said, guys, can you innovate? Can you bring something more than the usual?
The green team, I'm sorry to say, disappointed me to the extent that, I was not interested in even looking at their stand.
It wasn't properly planned. They didn't seem to, didn't give me the impression that they knew what it is that they wanted to do with those pot plants.
They spent more time discussing their disagreements than discussing the plan for the task.
Which was concerning. Observation is key. Be able to read the market, be able to say, okay, so this is what is happening here. Where is the niche? Which is what these guys, the orange team, did well. Hello, guys. I was very disappointed. Absolutely, absolutely disappointed with the first ideas that you presented. I'm sure you would have seen when you came and presented that. Guys, can we think beyond selling food? What is this fascination about selling food? You guys made it through thousands of applicants to get to the top 12. And you are wanting me to show South Africa that this is the best that we have? Thank God that, after we gave you feedback, you went back and really tapped into your creative mind space, which I like, and I encourage that. It's okay as an entrepreneur to change your course, because the beauty about consulting says you don't know it all, and you're talking to somebody who can give you direction. I applaud you for taking a different direction. The idea, if you remember, when we did the brief, was that for you guys to tap into your creative space, to be innovative, to come up with a business strategy, to sell. Those were the things that we were looking for. We wanted to see how innovative you can be, or creative. We wanted to see the look and feel of your shop. We wanted for you to showcase that you can sell. And the one team that did that, at least to please me today, is the Orange team. We made a profit of 7,500 rands. We're gonna take back what we loaned you as loan capital. And the rest you can do with it as you please. What are you gonna do with that?
As the Orange team, we all agreed to split it and then give it to our charities in our communities.
Well done, guys. I must, however, point out that for you guys to work and succeed in this competition, you would have to work better as a team. On the green team, I was very disappointed with your team dynamics. Macy, entrepreneurship has no age. The fact that you are 50 years old does not make you more knowledgeable than any one of these guys. You all earned your stripes by being here. You didn't make it by default. This is the best of the thousands that we actually evaluated.
It's difficult to judge a weakest person at the team, but at this special, very special task that we did today, I could choose Macy because of the whole thing that she done and make people not working as a team, having one person short, working with 3 people.
And now I get to announce the best part of this challenge. That's the blue chip. Now, this is the individual that really tapped into his creative depth and actually tapped into his contacts to make sure that you guys meet the challenge as the Orange team. And that is Lebo Khisane. Well done, Lebo.
This week's lucky blue chip receives a Samsung Galaxy tablet.
I felt very good. I was excited. I was happy. And I'm still very happy about that. You know?
And after the break, I will announce the 2 individuals that are up for review. One of them would unfortunately have to leave us. The 2 people that are up for review are Macy Nkosi. Macy, when you work in a team, you are a team player. I saw you wanting to bulldoze the guys. I saw you wanting to showcase that you know it better than them. I don't like that. What I would rather you do is use and tap into each other's strengths as a team for the common cause. The common cause being winning the challenge. I want you to make an effort to play as a team when you go out there in business.
I was just in pain about everything that happened before. Yeah, so I was ready for anything. If Ezra was going to eliminate me, I was ready because I was already behind the scenes suffering.
Next person up for review is Bulelwa Nomlala. Bulelwa, this is about the second, if not the third time that I see you disappear. Again, you are working in the shadows of somebody else. You're playing it safe. I am not getting that entrepreneurial skills. I'm not seeing the entrepreneurial skills in you. Your voice, and every time when you come up in a reactionary manner. So you are not proactive in your thinking. You're not asserting yourself enough. And that is not what I expect of an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur speaks out, asserts himself or herself to get their point across. They don't walk in the shadow of somebody else.
Everyone who made it to the final 12 is obviously strong, but relative to other people, I felt Bulelwa wasn't, I'm not sure why, but wasn't bringing enough of her own drive to the thing. So I thought it was a pretty fair call from the judges based on what I'd seen.
I will now give you 30 seconds to tell me why I should not let you go. Macy, go.
Okay, Ezra, I'm taking this very seriously and I've never taken it for granted. Whatever job that you're giving us, I make sure that I attend to it. I understand that I'm not here for a holiday, I'm here to work, and that's what I'm always doing. I make sure that I consult as much as I can. I open the books and read and I don't make sure that I bully people. If I'm doing that, I'm here to learn, that I change whatever attitude that I have, and I'm willing to do everything to make sure that I continue with this task.
Good. Thank you, Macy.
Pleasure.
Bulelwa, you've got 30 seconds. Go.
Every time I'm in a team, I make sure that I'm working as a team. And then from here now, I will learn more that instead of taking maybe more instruction from other people doing the things that are going to make me behind the scene, I'll come forward and improve myself that I can be a great entrepreneur. That's why I became to be a 12 contestant.
Thank you.
Which of our contestants has managed to convince the judges to avoid elimination?
Macy Nkosi, you will be with us in the next challenge. Bulelwa, I'm sorry, this time you didn't catch your big break. It was good to have you.
I thought myself I'd defended myself, but unfortunately, the results you have to accept it because there's one person need to go.
I had to make sure that I respond, that I still want to be in the game, and this is what I can offer in future.
What is the greatest lesson that you've learned on your time on the Big Break Legacy?
Oh, there's quite a lot. To work with different people, learn different personalities, and still being a strong person and go forward.